Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we are going to be starting my 13 spooky projects of Halloween. And this is what I came up with for this time. I did get my inspiration from the Paper Pixie. She made a double one. One that has, they are basically like this, and hers were much thinner. She had a different piece of chocolate in there, so I had to come up with something a little bit different because these are much thicker. So I did do the adapting myself. So let's go ahead and get started here. We are going to be using the Frightfully Cute bundle. So here are the dies, and here is the stamp set. I'm using this and this little fence right here, and then Happy Halloween to You. You're going to need a piece of Highland Heather, and this measures 3 by 5.5. I cut out the little fence already, a scrap of basic black for that, and a scrap of Whisper White for the little label that we're going to be stamping. You'll need a piece of the Frightfully, what's it called? Cute Halloween 6x6 Designer Series paper. And this measures 1 1/4 by 2.5. You'll need another piece that measures 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 by 1 1/4. And this one measures 1 1/4 by 1/2, and you'll need 2 of those. All right, so let's go ahead and put those over here. All right, so if you'll notice, I have a little bit, maybe you won't, a little setup here. I'm in front of a window. I'm hoping that might help with the lighting, but this part isn't as big. This is actually a sewing table, so I can bring my sewing machine up here that I will not be filming. All right, so on the 3-inch piece, you're going to score at 3/4 and 2 1/4. So basically 3/4 in on each side. Then you're going to put it on the long side, and you're going to score at 1 1/2 and 2 1/4, and then 3 3/4, but only down to the first score line. Then you're going to flip it around, and 3 3/4 just down to that first score line. That just gives me a reference. We're going to be cutting this away, and I just needed a reference point. So, all right. So now I'm going to take this, and we are going to, I just want to make sure my camera is recording. I have already done this 3 times because for some reason my laptop is not cooperating. Okay, so we're going to score on all of the score lines except these 2 right here. We don't need to score on those because we're going to be cutting those off. All right. Get our paper snips, and we're going to cut up on all 3, including that one, of these score lines. All right, then we're going to move these out of the way and cut those 2 off, or that 1 off. This would make 2. All right, and then I'm going to take my larger scissors, and I'm going to cut these off. Now you could bring in your paper trimmer if you want to. I think it's just as easy to do it this way, then you don't accidentally cut down too far. All right, so there is that. Now on these right here, I'm going to take my snips and just do a little mitered edge here. We're having a little bit of a storm outside, so I'm just making sure everything is okay. It's pretty much passed over now. All right, so we're going to take some glue, and we're going to glue here. We're going to bring this up, and then I'm going to set this down to give it, make sure that it's square down there. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. Make sure we glue the correct side here. And then set that down, give that a pinch. Make sure it's nice and square. And you can take your bone folder in there and just give it a little swoosh, just to make sure. All right, so then let's take our little pieces of designer series paper here. The square is going to go right on the front. Right, go right on the front. The little rectangles are going to go on the sides. That was a really fast storm. I mean, probably 10 minutes and it was done. This goes on this side. And then this is going to go on right here. And it's not going all the way down to the bottom because you're not going to see it, so I'm not going to waste the paper. Okay, so that's going to go right there. All right. Alrighty, I'm done with my scissors right at the moment. No. All right, so we're going to take our little fence here. Well, first let's do our stamping. So here is the label. Happy Halloween to you. Memento Tuxedo Black. Bring this down to me a little bit closer to see if I have one stamped and ready to go just in case. I really can't see through this black. It's so, well, it's not bad, but it's up a little bit high, so I am going to use the other one. But it's actually not too bad. It's not crooked. All right, so we're going to take our little fence here. Usually I stamp and then cut out. I don't know how well it's going to work on this. Set up here, we'll see. All right, take my tweezers. That that's going to go on the front here. I do want to make sure that it's all the way over to the edge of the paper. All right. Awesome. Okay. Then we will take a couple of the mini dimensionals. With the mini dimensionals on here. And then that's going to go right on here. All right, then I'm going to take my retired, I think this is a 1/4 inch hole punch. You can get these at any office supply store or Amazon, and I'm going to try and in the middle there. Then I'm going to take our Highland Heather grosgrain ribbon, and I'm going to cut this at about 6 inches. Then I'm going to fold this in half. Kind of fold it in half that way, and I'm going through the back. You could always decorate your back if you wanted to with another sheet of paper. Okay, and I'm going to pull that through, and then this is going to go right through here. My fingers have a little bit of glue on them, so don't pull too tight because you don't want to rip it. Then I'm just going to give a little bit of trim here. Just like that. Okay, and then I got these pumpkin, spats, and ghost assortment, but I did not. Hunter, go in the other room, please. I didn't get any of the pumpkins though for some reason, so we'll just put that in there, just like that. Then I'm going to take some of the Cute Stars adhesive backed sequins. I'm using the bigger one, and I'm just going to put one right there, and that is it. Alright, so there they are. I think they're super cute. I'm quite pleased with them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at happystamp.stampinup.net. I'm not going to put the little description or supplies that I used on the screen. I'm going to list them down below. I think that's less distracting, I guess. So I will put those in the description below. I hope you'll give this a try. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. I would sure appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.